Good evening, Graham Rawlins with our Wednesday edition of News Geelong. Multiple sclerosis is a disease that affects the central nervous system, and the medical industry is yet to understand why some people are susceptible and others are not. But for one Geelong sufferer and his family, the local neighbourhood and the Geelong business community have rallied to support a live stream. Legacy Week is an Australian iconic fundraising campaign since 1942 to continue to raise awareness and funds for the families of our deceased war veterans in towns and cities, big and small, across Australia. Later in the program, the Flying Hawk Nathan Curry will bring us the latest from the pulsating world of Geelong sport, while our scintillating Sophie Miller will update us with the Geelong and Surf Coast weather expected over the next 6 days. The true spirit and strength of a neighbourhood has been highlighted by the actions and work of Tim and Chris Van Dreven in assisting multiple sclerosis sufferer Reese Griffiths and his family, as Meryl Friend reports in part 1 of this story.
33-year-old father of two, Reese Griffiths, has multiple sclerosis without any government funding. So a band of Good Samaritans have come together to donate their time and effort to transform his Newcombe home into Reese's MS safety house.
It came about after we read the story in the paper. Reese and Melissa were holding a fundraiser to raise money for renovations to their bathroom to make it safe. And I saw Reese's photo in the paper and I recognised him from high school, but I haven't seen him since and I had no idea about his condition. So we got in touch with them to see if they might need some help with the plastering. So we have a plastering company. And when we met with them, we realised there was probably a lot more work that needed doing to the house to make it safe. And we got talking, and the next day Tim started calling all the trades that we use on our projects. And the best part was everyone just kept saying yes. And as the week went on, we realised we had enough donations and enough resources to be able to practically renovate the entire house. And all as a surprise.
So yes, you've shipped the family off to a caravan park?
Yes.
Yeah, that's been donated by River Glen Caravan Park on Barwon River there, so that's where they're staying for the 3 weeks in the cabin.
All right, and so next Saturday is the reveal.
Yes.
All right. Well, congratulations on all your hard work, and Geelong needs more people like you. Well done.
No worries,
And all the volunteers that are here today. We couldn't have done anything without all the people that have donated.
From Newcombe, Meryl Friend, News Geelong.
Thank you, Meryl. And viewers, we will present part 2 of this heartwarming story later in tonight's News Geelong. Skateboarding is a long-standing phenomenon with all ages and both genders. And from the Anglesea Speak Out Forum, the community identified it needed a larger skate park, as Ian Nichols reports on the upgrade progress.
This is the Anglesea Skate Park. It's actually a part of the entire setup here, which has been put together by the Lions Club of Anglesea. So many facilities. This is just the crowning piece that's going to be upgraded considerably. The kids are going to be a lot happier by this time next year because it's going to be bigger and better, thanks to the help of the Surf Coast Shire and the local community. We're speaking with the councillor for this region, Jim Tutt.
Yes, this is one of the facilities that we've been aiming to improve. It's part of a whole riverbank improvement program, but in this case it's actually being driven by these young people behind us. They're the ones that see the need for it, and the council's, getting in behind them to help make it happen.
Well, already this Lions Park, of course, has lots of facilities for kids and families, but the skate park is going to be the sort of linchpin, if you like, and it's going to be, thanks to the council, improved dramatically with an influx of cash from not only the council but the Lions Club's private fundraising as well.
That's exactly right. In fact, this is the best part of communities like this. They're not looking for handouts as much, they're looking for hand-ups, some assistance. So in this case, the locals, the young people, the Lions Club in particular, have been the driving force, and they've committed to raise $20,000. The council's providing $45,000 and some extra work in regarding drainage.
Sensational. I mean, the young people down here at the skate park, it's been a bit embarrassing at the moment. You can see that it's been flooded and it needs a big upgrade. And thank goodness the Shire, together with the local community down here, have pitched together and actually getting this whole thing regenerated again. And help the young kids actually have a good skate park.
Well, it's obviously going to be increased in size and become a very different picture here, Paul.
Yeah, it certainly is. Look, we're overwhelmed with the amount of funding that's been raised by the local community, which is $20,000 to date, and also $65,000 in total. We've got 45 from the Surf Coast Shire, and really, if you're looking at the design of the skate park, we're going to introduce a key bowl, which is like a keyhole bowl, and also other freestyle elements. It's probably going to be a very significant skate park, and in line with some of the other skate parks along the coast. So, for example, Torquay, Apollo Bay and Lorne. So parity is a big issue for us here, and with the new skate park, it'll be great to have our young people out and active.
At the Lions Park in Anglesea, this is Ian Nichols for News Geelong.
Thank you, Nico. Legacy is dedicated to caring for the families of deceased war veterans. Today's Legacy Caring and Compassionate Service assists 115,000 widows and 1,900 children and dependents with a disability. Meryl Friend has more.
We're here at City Hall for the launch of Legacy Week Appeal, and everywhere around the town you'll be able to find some badges to buy, or for more information you can go to www.legacy.com.au.
Well, the appeal is an annual appeal that's run throughout Australia through the other 48 clubs that exist, and it's run at the same time each year, and all the funds are retained within our area and used to support our widows and their dependents.
And so is it still relevant today?
Very much so. We are actually finding now we have 12 younger children of servicemen that have paid the ultimate sacrifice in this recent times. So it's very relevant.
So what can people do to help Legacy?
Well, we'd certainly like them to support us at all the various centres that we'll be manning this week with our badge appeal, and if they could possibly see their way clear to buy a badge and support our welfare work in the community.
It's been a wonderful organisation, and they've looked after us ladies very, very well. And I've been with Laurel Club since 1989, and I've made a lot of happy friendships with the ladies at Legacy. We're all in the same situation of having lost our husbands through war service, and it is really a wonderful organisation for our ladies.
And I believe it's your 85th birthday today.
That's correct.
Well, happy birthday to you.
Thank you very much.
Over 100,000 war widows, from the Second World War and subsequent wars. There's about 1,900 children, people with disabilities. There's a number of things that Legacy do, and it's not just for legatees. Legacy is, I suppose, a service group that really, those service groups are the backbone of the community, and they just do a fantastic job. They help people far and wide, and why wouldn't you want to help? Legacy Week, is just should continue to keep growing and growing.
From City Hall, Meryl Friend, News Geelong.
Thank you, Meryl, and thank you to Legacy for continually providing all the bowls equipment for the ladies' monthly get-together. I greatly enjoy it. This is News Geelong on this last day of August for 2011, as we go to a break and return with more news after this.